Why, hello there. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. This is Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and this is the Doc Force. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all having a good day. I've had a long one, but it's been very, very productive. And before I came on the air, I had a very, very good phone call. Everybody likes to leave a place, a mark in this world, right? Everybody, kids, inventions, buildings, art, movies, whatever, right? I'm working on something right now because, my biggest fear in life is leaving this earth and being forgotten, because I put a lot of time and effort into this life. But this, damn. This is going to be big. This is going to be big. And when I can talk about it, it's this will affect the planet. I'll say that. It will affect not just in the state of Arizona, not in the United States, not the world. And it's, oh my God, the wheels have been turning. Things have been happening. Working with some amazing people, and I'm going to end up working with a list of names of who's who, and I'm pumped, and I can't talk about it. But it might be a job. It might turn into a job. I'm hoping it'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool because it would be first of its kind. And God. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Because you know me, I have a hard time holding on. I have to. This I must. Paul, what's up? Welcome aboard. Spaceman, what's going on? Welcome aboard. Marcus Miller, welcome aboard. Dave Dennis from Australia. Hello. Oh, okay. Well, hi. I'm not Paul. Terry's here. Happy hump day. So yes, Inca Bob's here. Howdy, Doc. Thanks for the education, my brother. God bless. Be safe out there, y'all. Okay, yes. Now, I came on a little giddy. It's not what the tonight's episode is about. Tonight's about something pretty darn serious. Very damn serious. Do you all remember? Oh, KP just jumped on at the last second. Welcome. I caught you before I started. Okay. This other news is just horrific. But I'm so excited about the other news, but I can't say that. It sucks. All right. So earlier today, I was going to read you the news. I'll put it up here on the screen so you can see what I'm reading. Bam. New Yorkers speak out on Iran nuclear threat. Iran has threatened a nuclear attack on New York City. Correspondent Mike Carter gets reaction from New Yorkers on how serious the threat gets. And oh shoot, it's not a story, it's a video. Okay. Synopsis: interviews some people on the streets. Some are like, it's New York, shit happens. The others are like, oh, that's not good. Okay, so Iran has threatened to do the deed to the Big Apple. And we got China throwing up a hissy fit. I could completely understand about the whole Pelosi thing in Taiwan. I get it. I wouldn't want her. I don't want her in Arizona either. But that's getting scary. Because now they're saying, now that she's come into Taiwan, they're going to be doing missile tests, war games while she's there. Let's see how that plays out. Anyway, so yes, but then it had me thinking when I heard that today, or this morning, actually, was that this is not a good thing. We got Russia, we got China, now we got Iran. All got the magic toys. And all, see, this is weak right now. And vulnerable, and they think that they're gonna, do this. So this is scary shit, straight up. And I have friends in New York, and that concerns me. Like, I mean, concerns me for anybody in New York, but I'm just saying specifically, I know people there, so um, and I think I got a few viewers up there, I think. So it bothers me that just a month ago, New York puts out this first time ever public service announcement on nuclear strike and what to do. And all I could think of is get under your desks like we did in school, which most of us people with common sense now realize that was that was just to make us comfortable with the fact that we were going to die if that happened. Um, and so that's the vibe that I got from watching that PSA. And right out of the gate, the person in the video says, "All right, let's just say this happens. It doesn't matter why, it just does." And they've never put out a video like that before that I'm aware of anywhere. I mean, since probably the 60s. But then all of a sudden now we're getting these threats. What does the government know? Or dare I say, planning? Dare I say it? Wouldn't put it past them. I'm bothered by this, folks. I mean, it's bothered me all day. I mean, I've had good news too, but what do you guys think about this? Let's see. Marcus says, "Congrats, thank you very much. And believe me, when the time comes, you will all be blown away, and it might just be on one of the late night talk shows. Who knows?" Come on at y'all from the Ohio River Valley, a small Ohio town named Brilliant. Thanks again for the info. Ichabod Mudnuts, that is my pleasure. Now, hey, let me give you a little more information. Do you know what Victoria's Secret really is? An old man invented her. And there's a girl I follow on TikTok that did a flash mob music video in front of Victoria's Secret about Victoria's Secret. It's awesome. I'll try to get it and then share it. But anyway, so this is some scary stuff. Let's do this real quick. Let me get out of here and try to pull something else up. Another thing I want to talk about, just real quick, a little sidebar note. Okay. I'm a little pissed at this. The dubious and doomed assault weapon ban that the House approved today may cost Democrats this fall. Well, I don't have a problem with that. But the fact that they're doing this, that they're trying to pass this bill to outlaw semi-automatics now, which I am completely against. And it does say that if you already own semi-automatics, you're grandfathered in. But if you are to die, you can't pass those on to your grandkids. Now they need 10 Republicans to approve this. I don't know if that's going to happen. I hope God it doesn't. I hope we don't get sideswiped by some bullshit. But yeah, that's some bad stuff. And then you have this stuff with the nukes. I mean, do you guys feel the setup? Do you feel like something's not right? Like things are being orchestrated? Or is it just my insanity? I don't know. I mean, yeah, there you go. Stillman 37. Where's my mouse? Stillman 37. Hello. Terry's welcoming everybody, the new Force followers. Welcome. Yeah, Terry says, I think it's another diversion. Possibly. A lot of it is diversion. Audrey's here. Hey, Audrey. She's probably on a break. Audrey's got a badass job. Badass. Like, people dream of getting to do what she does. She's so lucky. Let's see. Just tuned in. What was said about New York? Akinator. I hope I said that right. Okay, so about a month ago, New York City put out a public service announcement video, a little informative video on television, saying, let me see if I can pull it, because this is a public service announcement, so I should be able to pull this up and play this. And if I get whatever, I mean, I don't make money from YouTube, you all know that. Except for, we're trying to hit that $200 level so that all the super chat stickers, I can get that. What was it doing? Okay, New York PSA nuke. What I need to type is already there. All right, here it is. Let me see. I don't know if it's going to be edited in any form, but we will see. I'll pull this up. Add a stream. Check this out. Hope you guys can hear it.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why, just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside. And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows. Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there. If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates. And don't go outside until officials say it's safe. All right? You've got this.
Do we? Just in case you need to make new friends, there's some info right there. All right, folks. Why now? Why just a month before we get these threats? Or just a month? Now, I want to go over this real quick. Okay. Get inside fast. Well, yeah. If you got a good, strong building, if you're in a farmhouse or something and that explosion is nearby, if you got a cellar, a basement, get in that. And they say get inside, but get as low to the ground, if not below the ground, if you can, because if that blast, if you're in the blast radius, whatever you're in is going to be rubble, and they'll be digging you out. I mean, they're going to dig you out if you're in the cellar, but at least you're not in a direct pathway of the explosion, debris cloud, and all that. So underground is the best, hence why deep underground military bases have been built over the several decades, because they know. Now, okay, so get inside fast. Common sense, but is it really going to be enough? Moving on.
You need to get into a building and move away from the windows.
Okay. Good. But like I said, underground if you can.
Step 2, stay inside.
Yes.
Shut all doors and windows.
Yes.
Have a basement? Head there.
So she's like, yeah, you got the option. If you want to go down, yeah, do it. Don't like do that first choice. There's so many flags in this video. Stay inside, shut the doors and windows. Yes, you want to seal them if you can. If you got trash bags and stuff and duct tape the window. Remember, when we had those incidences and they're like seal everything, like that. That doesn't seem like we've lived through so many end days. Have you noticed? Like it's like every year there's 1 or 2 end of the world, and yet we're still here. But this is no joke, this topic. So moving on.
If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible.
As low as possible.
If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove.
Okay. Very, very true. But it's really tricky because it's best if you have somebody there to help you with decontamination, but they also have to be suited up and so that they don't get contaminated while decontaminating. They make it sound easy. All right.
Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more.
Okay, right there. Why are they saying that? Because let me tell you, if there's a nuclear explosion, it's going to take out all the electronics. So, I don't understand. I mean, yeah, of course, that's what you see in TV. Now, if you're far away from if you're out of town from a city and it happens, yeah, you could possibly still, depending on how many miles out you are in the radius, because the EMP will fade out eventually. But man, it's like they're telling people, hey, go into your house and turn on your TV immediately, and we'll tell you what to do. No, it could be days, weeks before a signal can be put up. And that's even if your electronics haven't the circuitry and all that hasn't fried from the EMP. So they're not telling you what you really need to know. They're just kind of going, fairy dust and pixie. It's very irritating that they did this. I mean,
More information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates.
what's the freaking point? If you have a nuclear explosion, you're going to have an EMP from it, and all of it's going to go out. What's the point? What is the point? You're going to be lucky if they even give you 15 minutes notice. That's if the military and the government decides to let us know. Now, why wouldn't they? Well, lots of possible scenarios. Conspiracy theorists will go, population control, just, kill them off. Yeah, possibility. And there'll probably be some people in power that would be like, yeah, let's less people for us to feed later. The other thing is panic. If the powers to be just decided, well, in the graciousness of our heart, we're going to open up the bunkers and let everybody in, like in the movie 2012. Well, that's not going to happen. I mean, unless you guys can overpower an entrance to one of those facilities, but don't do it. I mean, unless you got I'm not going to suggest anything. I'm going to stop right there. But that bothers me, folks. That bothers me. And so let's get your thoughts on it. I'm going to leave that there, right there. So if anybody wants to refer to that, military sting, I'll pantomime, breathe God. One, is exposing the deep state. Thank you, Dave Dennis. Oh, you're talking to Dave. Sorry, I thought you were mentioning me. My bad. Scare event? Yes, but of course, never waste a good crisis, as they say. They've gotten divert from Brandon's BS. Yes. Oh yeah. It's just when I want to just lecture, but I'm not going to. Mike, welcome. Good evening and welcome aboard. Audrey says, sorry, late, Captain Doc. I was up all night chasing those furry penguin-looking creatures all over the engineering. Last time I let the crew bring pets on board Starship Pariah. Well, yeah, we do have that policy because we remember the Furby incident. Nuclear blast, but there's still power. Yeah, see, Mike got it. Yeah. Oh no problem. So if it's just your hysteria, Doc, guess what? I share your condition. In fact, it's so blatantly obvious to me that moves are being made. My only question is, why do so many others not see it? Tina Mobley. Thank you. Yes, that is the question. Not are we alone? The question is, why are people so willfully ignorant and choose? Because it's cognitive dissonance, Doc. You say it every night. Yes, it is. It is. Cognitive dissonance has become more of a virus than the vid or cancer. It is. It is spreading across the society on a mass scale. Let's keep going through here. Stillman 37 says, how about this? The sound incoming alert emergency called. Everyone hunkers down in the interim Military starts deep state arrests. Stillman 37, that is an intriguing hypothesis or theory. What if all of this is stage so that we would all get in our bunkers? Of course, we were told during the last lockdowns that that was what was going to happen. Now, I followed the Q thing since day one because he came out on my birthday, and I remember that. And so it resonated. I stuck with it for a while. And then things just started not happening. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying the whole movement isn't real. It's just let's pick up the pace a little bit, people. Come on. I want to see some court. I want to see some trials going on. I want to see people get what's coming to them. If there's a nuclear explosion in New York, there won't be any houses to go to. Buildings to hide in. A nuclear bomb will blast the whole place to smithereens. Yes, Terry, that is very true. For those that haven't been to New York, New York City is not. Yeah, it's very big because it's compact. Everything's literally on top of each other, and so the land, the size of the land mass is not as big as you would think. I mean, it's big, but it would be Hiroshima or Nagasaki all over again. If you look at the explosive, and those were the early day bombs. Little boy and fat, or big boy and no, fat boy and little something, little man. So, and those were like the early day ones. Now they're bigger, better, more high tech. So the blast radius is going to be immense, and it's gonna if it hits center in downtown, yes, it would look like the scene from Terminator or something. It would just be devastation. So for people in New York, I am not a New Yorker. I am not from New York. I've visited New York. That's it. But if I was to be on vacation and I was there and this happened, then I would immediately go for the sewage tunnels and the train tunnels underground. Get underground as fast as you can. That's what I would do. Some would probably go, oh, no, don't do that. Unless I could find a good bunker basement. If I'm like out in the open, I'm looking for a manhole cover. That's what I'm going to do. Like they did in Hawaii when they had the missile strike. It didn't strike, but it was destroyed halfway to Hawaii. Anyway, so this shit does happen, people. Some people think that they're just lost in their worlds and that everything is going to be fine. It can't happen to them. Cognitive dissonance. Let's see. Not going to happen. 209 countries signed the Gersara. No one would be alive. Ground zero. Yeah. And that's the other thing. I mean, if we struck on another, what the fuck was that? Weird sounds in my room. Let's see. Yeah. Here's the thing. Mad people don't care about treaties. They're about destruction because they think if they destroy everything, then they can rebuild it as they like. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not gonna say any more on that. Like your electricity going to work for a shower. Like your electricity going to work for a shower. Suzanne. Like your electricity going to work for. I am so lost, Susan. I'm sorry. This happened last night. See, I had a stroke a couple years ago, so every now and then, words kind of weird on me. Can you reiterate that for me so I can understand? Thank you. I want to know what you mean on that. They would have to warn the people in time to get inside. If the blast is anywhere close, the city, it would be gone. Yes, it's true, Paul. Read 1 second after. I think I've heard of that's a book, yeah. Kitsy Witsy, by the way, welcome aboard. Let me write that on my sheet. On my notesy here. 1 second after. I will Amazon that and check it out. Thank you very much, Kitsy Witty. Sorry, I said Witsy. My bad. They're trying to scare people into complete submission. Yes, absolutely, 100%. I agree with you, Terry. Cell phone won't even work. Now, see, I got that, Susan. Yeah. No, it won't. All towers, everything's knocked down. It's people are going to be like this. They're going to be like, devastation all around. I wonder why my phone's not working. That's why. Folks, if you really, sorry. Oh, okay. Plug in your phone. It goes nuts. Look, do not even consider your cell phone being an option when this stuff goes down. Now here's the thing. Everything I'm talking about, minus the destruction, an EMP is the same as if it came from a solar flare from the sun, which the sun is, it's getting up there on its levels. I mean, we're up, we're doing X flares here and there once in a while. So once we get to X 8, 9, 10, then that's when you need to start knowing how to, get your ham radio operator's license, get your, your handle and all that stuff, because that's going to be the way of communication. That's what the military is going to do during an event like this. They're not going to be using satellites and all that. It's all going to be old-fashioned radio, ham radio and whatnot. So yes. Stillness says, flip the script on the thought. Do not give it energy. Power of the mind cannot be underestimated. Stillman, I agree to an extent on that, because the powers that be have the forces of darkness behind them, and they need this to happen. In the Book of Revelations, it talks about how God allows these horrible things to happen because it is come to pass. It is meant to be. But then Satan loses in the end and whatnot. We are in a point in society and history. There really, no matter how many people meditate, I mean, it's not going to be enough, because the power of darkness has gotten so great, so in their fingers in everything, everywhere. It's going to be a struggle for all of us on the side of good. It's not going to be easy for any of us. None of us are going to, it's going to be hard. We're going to lose friends and family. It's going to be, but to choose to stay on the side of good and not fall to the powers of darkness. That's the ones of us that are still remaining. We have to stay strong to that to the very end. But this must happen. I think it would be a beautiful thing if we could all meditate around the world, kind of like the last scene in Armageddon, where the whole world gets together and prays, and then Bruce Willis saves the day. Who wouldn't want that? But look at all the times, and I'm not saying this stuff doesn't work, keeping positive mind. No, it's so true. But in the case of the direction we're going, we're on a path. And even God's like, I'm going to let this one ride, see how it plays out. He already knows. But, all right. Boy, that was a loaded comment. Sorry. They don't want to panic anyone to leave the city, so they have to downplay it. And if you want to think of eugenics, Paul, What a great way. Think of New York City being, as I think she was trying to say earlier, Susan, like one big shower. I think we all know what we're talking about, but I don't want to get flagged. So hopefully you're all educated enough. You know what I'm saying. Turning an entire city into a shower. And if you want to get rid of a certain number of people to have better control of the population, see what I mean? Feels like things are being orchestrated. Deep state spreading fear deliberately because they know they're going down. We were warned this would happen. Yes. Should ignore this stuff, but mustn't submit to fear either. Absolutely, Dave. Being aware and living in fear are two completely different things. And paranoia, by the way, is just a higher state of awareness. So if someone calls you paranoid, take it as a compliment. Be careful of the wolves you feed. Yes, that's true. Would there be an EMP from a dirty bomb? It would be a much smaller blast, and the fallout would be more of an issue. A dirty bomb is, they call it a dirty bomb for a reason, because it's just nasty. And I'm pausing on whether or not to say, yes, there's an EMP from a dirty bomb. Because I haven't asked that question or looked it up, so I don't want to say anything. So I know I know from a regular nuke, from a missile nuke, or and most of their other nukes, yeah, dirty bombs are usually made by terrorists and stuff. So I don't know. There's no like manual, I guess, on that. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that stuff. That'll get me in trouble. It would be a much smaller blast, and fallout would be more of an issue. Yeah, I mean the fallout's going to be bad. And that's the other thing. If it happens, literally seal yourself up, stay inside, including, air vents, whatever. Do what you got to do, because you don't want to breathe in any of that particle dust. That will just kill you from the inside out. Kitsy Witty says, buy a few Faraday bags, secure radios, CBs, hand radios with fresh batteries and extra cords, solar chargers, buy storable food, etc. Kitsy Witty, you get a star for tonight's episode because you are absolutely correct. That is fantastic advice. Faraday bags are amazing, or if you could build a Faraday cage into a room, you keep all your electronics in there as well. And a Faraday cage will keep any electromagnetic pulse, lightning strikes, whatever, from destroying your electronics. It grounds the current. So look into Faraday cages. Here, you know what? I should do a how-to video on how to make one out of a metal or aluminum metal. It's a metal trash can with a lid. You get a yoga mat, a foam yoga mat. It's got to be foam, solid foam, and you cut it to where it goes all around the wall of the inside of the trash can, and then another piece that's round that fits in the bottom, and another one that fits up in the lid, so that when you put the lid on and you close it, it's a foam seal. It doesn't have to be like all solid foam. As long as the foams all touch each other, it's keeping a barrier. An EMP will go around that. So you can put your electronics and your batteries and, flashlights, walkie-talkies, anything else that you might need. So yes, that is a great way to do it. And Faraday bags nowadays, you can actually purchase those online. They also have them for your wallets and stuff like that. So Kitsy Witsy, I'm sorry, I'm putting the Z in the Witsy. My bad. I remember Kitsy Witsy when I was a kid. So Kitty Witty, you get a start tonight. Thank you. Audrey says, if it happens, it happens. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't spend my life worrying about it when it costs me over $6 a gallon for gas. I got other issues. LOL. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. But it's not necessarily, granted, some people are like panicked, prepared, and they're like that crazy survivalist guy, right, or girl. But being aware of what's going on and for example, in California where you're at, you got earthquakes. You got earthquake emergency kits and bags in case, you know, you get stuck under a building or you're stranded somewhere. It's just being prepared. That's it. So, like I said, there's a difference between being prepared and aware and being fear mongering, basically, and just, you know, living in fear. And unfortunately, there are people that are doing just that. And my heart breaks for them. I hope they realize that they can still enjoy life. They can still play in their new yard with their dogs and stuff and enjoy life. But then when the time comes, you've already thought about it enough times in your mind to get your plan of attack, you know, your escape routes or whatever, you know, your family meeting spot, what have you, um, and you're aware of it. And when you're and you know, and you got your alternate routes as well in case the road gets blocked or whatever. You want to have alternates. But once you've got that, it's just like a family fire escape plan. You practice once or twice so that everybody is on the same page. People know where to meet up. Same thing with this, with the nuclear, and letting your family and friends know what your plan is to do. So, yeah, yeah. No, you don't have to live in fear. Um, just be aware and prepared. Yeah, I think it's yeah. There we go. There you go. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Get freedom seeds at Boomsticks. Yes, freedom seeds or non GMO seeds are best to have. Now, in the case of this scenario, if you have farmland, and I'm sure a lot of farmers already know this, I'm sure they've talked about it with other farmers. But for those that are like having gardens and stuff, one thing you want to know is after a fallout, you know, after, you know, if there's nuclear winter or what have you, when you come back up to the surface and you're trying to start life again, you got to make sure that you take it's either a foot or 2 feet of the topsoil and you scrape that out and you put it somewhere and bury it, you know, as the best you can, and then you till that fresh soil. And you also want to do around the area too, because you don't want any of that particles getting into your new food, because then you have nuclear food. But that's what you want to do. You want to get rid of, I think I would just be safe. 2 feet, 2 feet of soil. You get there and get rid of all that toxic. You want to do this with gear on and everything, not just in shorts and a t-shirt and a shovel. But once you clear that area, that farmland, then you can start growing again. But you don't want to do it when there's acid rain, when all that stuff's in the clouds and comes down as yuck rain. You don't want that. Bad stuff. Kitsy Witty says, I have a bug out bag with supplies, maps ready to go. Kitsy Witty, got a double start tonight. Watch Alaska Prepper and other channels to get ideas on how to be ready. Yes, reality shows, Discovery Channels, History Channel, any of those that have reality shows, survivalist shows, watch them. Granted, a lot of them, most of them, most 99% of them are staged. Okay. The techniques and the skills that they teach you are pertinent. So watch them. So there you go on that. If the shizzle hits the nizzle, I'll be at your house. Well, you better damn be. You better damn be. Yeah. And yeah, because I'll be the survival guy. Anagram realm. This whole thing seems very well planned. Yes, anagram. Yes. That's why I wanted to talk about this tonight. After I saw the news report this morning, like 30 minutes after it was posted, I posted saying this is what we're talking about. Because so many of us are lost in our own worlds that we lose grasp of everything else going around in the world, except in our little world. Forgetting that bigger world affects our little worlds. So I thought we just need to chat about this tonight. I thought. Terry says, and those who are in the vicinity of the epicenter at Hiroshima were vaporized. There's no way anyone can live through a nuclear blast. Yes, the blasts were so intense that if you've ever heard about Pompeii, the big volcano exploded and came down over the whole city. Everybody was all frozen in time. In Hiroshima, on the buildings, the shadows of these people on the moment of the flash was so intense, it burnt their shadows into the walls and buildings and grounds. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. The result of the nuke will look like Mars. Yeah. And who's to say Mars just didn't have a huge nuclear fallout? Evaporated. Can't even talk right. Evaporated. With I was getting stuck in the Western thing. I couldn't get out of it. Just destroyed the atmosphere. And now you have the red planet. Could happen to us. Happening just not in the view. It's a silent war, true battle of good versus evil. Need to watch 107 and Nino's vid they just put out today. Can get it on Nino's channel on Rumble. A must watch. Okay, Nino's channel. Let me write that down. Nino's channel. We'll check it out. Moving on. Jay Dennis says, we were warned the deep state would spread fears of nuclear war and even alien invasion. Negative entities feed off of our fear. Keep a high vibe. Hopefully none of this will pan out. Well, I'll even do you one better, Dave Dennis. Even before the deep state, there was this book. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. This little book right here. You can tell, like, what are you doing? Stop and lock. Where's my lock? Gosh darn stupid phone. Lock. All right. We were told in this book, it said wars and rumors of wars and many other things, which I've kind of touched on with you guys in the past. But yeah, so I've read it. I know how it's all going to play out. And my theory is that 2026, 2027, we may see the man that's coming down to cause a little havoc, because we've already been told that he's already here and that he will have more power than any other world leader, all world leaders combined. He'll be wealthier than anybody else on the planet. So he's here. He just hasn't made his appearance yet. So I'm going to say that. And by 2030, years of peace. 2030 was the thing I talked about last night. Ooh. Everybody goes up into the heavens in orbit. And then the shit hits the fan down here. Satan does his thing. Then, when he gets put back in hell and we get 1,000 years of peace, that's when we come back down and the meek shall inherit the earth. Just a thought. You will need an Israeli gas mask in order to breathe. Yes, actually, there are several masks, and let me do this real quick. Let me get out of this, and I'll even show you on the Amazon. On the Amazon, you can get masks. Amazon. Wait, I'm in Amazon. I don't have to type in Amazon. Just type in gas mask. There's different types, and I want to go over those with you because I've done some research. What you want is called an NBC mask, a nuclear biological chemical mask, and with an NBC filter. Let me pull this up so you see what I'm saying. So here is what an NBC filter looks like, and these screw in to the mounts right here on the sides. There's many different ones, different prices, but you want to make sure it is NBC certified. That is very important, because if you just get a chemical mask, when the new kits, you're screwed. This will help you survive for a short period of time. You need to get new filters and get extras, but a really good one's going to cost you about $150-$200. Um, let's see, there's tactical. If you can get a full face mask, that's good. But there's Russian masks, Israeli masks. Yeah, here's one. Here's an Israeli mask. They always remind me of Pink Floyd, The Wall, because of the gas masks they had back then during World War II. I like this one right here, the Mirror Safety Survival Kits. It's a CBRN, emergency gear for nuclear, biological, and chemical, entities. So there's several, and they're very inexpensive these days. I think it's a Halloween costume right there on that one, but make sure it's not an airsoft mask, okay? It's got to say NBC on it. It's very, very important. So if you can get one, they have them for kids too, and then get yourself the filters around $50 a piece. You're going to want 6 to 10, depending on how long you plan on going or whatnot. You want to have as many filters as you can get your hands on. Just like ammo, you want to get as much ammo. Another thing, ammo is very important. Even if you don't have a gun, if you just have the ammo, that's going to be currency. I even suggest part of the apocalyptic fashion wear of the nuclear winter, leather straps for your wrists, your legs, and little loops so that you can put in not just one type of ammo, bullet, rounds, whatever. You could have one for shotgun shells, 22s, 9mm, 357, you name it, because that'll be currency. Alcohol. Some of I don't drink, but I was cleaning my garage today and I was going through all my survival stuff. I have bottles of vodka, gin, and rum, and that's not for drinking. That's for medical purposes and trading. And for favors, like if I need a favor, like, hey dude, I'll give you a shot of rum if you help me lift this. That kind of thing. Think of it as currency. Even if you do not smoke cigarettes, listen to me. Even if you do not smoke cigarettes, and you may are like, I have family die from cancer or this, that, I just don't want it. It's currency. Just like in prison, cigarettes is currency. And it'll be like that during the apocalypse. So cigarettes, alcohol, ammo, medical supplies. So whatever you can get, do it now. Storable food, get the storable food that has a 30-year shelf life. Very important. Think about enough food for every person in your family times 2, because there's always going to be that chance that aunt or uncle or nephew or whoever who was there on vacation or visiting you for a holiday or a weekend is going to get stuck there. So you have to compensate. Another thing, all that storable food, stash it somewhere. Doesn't have to necessarily be at your home or on your property. It can be somewhere else as what they call a cache. Keep that there. In your shelves, when the shit hits the fan, grab the most unenjoyable, old, outdated food you got and leave that in the shelves. Okay. Your storable food's going to be your food supply, because if you have people then they will, just like in New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina, all that, people are going to come and they're going to rob homes for supplies. And so they're going to do the same. So you have to consider the fact that my house most likely is going to get raided. They're going to take all my stuff, probably kill my family. So what you do is when they come in, you tell them it's all right there. Take it all. Just keep it. Don't hurt us. So they're going to take it and they're going to be satisfied with that. Probably let you go. Hopefully. So, but you'll know that you'll be secure in yourself, that you have food like under the floorboards. Or one woman, and this couple actually, their entire house, okay, every wall, under every floorboard, food hidden in plain sight. Their whole house is basically made of storable food. I mean, the house is already built, but they found every nook and cranny, and it was just brilliant. Brilliant. So there's an idea right there. Let's get back to the chat room real quick. I'm gonna let's see. All millionaire and billionaires have bunkers. Not all of them, surprisingly, not all of them, but yes, most of them that are in the know and have known for years have bunkers, underground facilities, oversized panic rooms, to that effect. Lots of communities, neighborhoods and stuff. Not a lot of them, but there are neighborhoods and communities around the country, on the world actually, that have underground bunker systems where they will have their own underground bunker, but there'll be a panel doorway that will lead to a tunnel that goes to the center of all of these. Okay. And that's like a community center. So they still have their neighborhood kind in a way set up, but underground. So there are those people, and there's people that bought, missile silos and made them into $1 million mansions and stuff. So yes, I actually was going to work for Vivos, the company that builds those, and got to go to where the hell was it? Up north, not St. Louis, up in that neck of the woods, though. Central US. And I got to go to one of their bunker facilities, which used to originally be a mine. It was like a salt mine or a limestone mine. And then the military bought it and they used it for a big, huge storage facility with all the Humvees before they released them to all the branches. They were all in this one mountain. Then they sold it and Vivos bought it, turned it into this really badass facility. And I really wanted to do that, but then there was some issues with the company. I was like, I don't know, I'll do something different. But they do have them. Has anyone seen the warning given by the alien in the 3-part Alien interview saying we must protect democracy to prevent World War III? The one with the big alien, and they have to he's choking at one time near the end. Is that the video you're talking about? Yeah, and he talks about how religion is just a construct and whatnot. Some people, it's a great video, don't get me wrong, but I'm still on the fence on whether it is legit. And I think I'm leaning towards it's not. I've seen so many videos with Third Phase Moon. I have my doubts. So could be real. Let's see. Electric won't work to take a shower. That's what you were saying earlier. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know, when this shit hits the fan, you will not have water to pump because all the pumps are electric. So there won't be any water pressure. And so the best thing to do for that is jump on Amazon. I don't work for Amazon. I know I've said it twice tonight, but that's where I get my shit. So go on Amazon and look up the Bathtub Buddy or Bathtub Bob or Bob, Bathtub Buddy. I think that's what it's called. And I've got 2 of them, one for each tub. And so when you hear, oh my God, they've launched a missile, it's coming to us, get your ass in the bathroom. You put it's a huge bag that fits inside of your bathtub, and it's got a top on it, and it's got a spout and a hose, and you fill that puppy up as full as you can get it. And if you got 2 of them, you do it both of them. That's going to be your water supply when it shits, because all the power, like I said, is going to go down. No water's going to be pumping. So you're going to need that water. And it is a great way to store water and to keep it sealed so nothing gets in it. The Bathtub Buddy, check it out. It's just a big bladder bag. It's really cool. I would suggest that. Bunkers need air. Send gas down the vents or block them. Bunkers are graves. Yes, they can. But if you build a good bunker, you'll have an alternative. You always want to have, more than one air shaft. And then you want your escape tunnel and everything. Yeah, that is bad. But after a nuclear explosion, the air filters that you would have in a bunker, the NBC filters, it goes up, it goes to the first filter, it comes down, it goes through this machine to truly filter it out, and it provides you with fresh air. So even if someone was to drop mustard gas or something down your tank, your filter is going to go in overtime. It's really going to be working to clean that air, but that's what it's for. Now, for someone to drop like a smoke grenade down there, maybe not, but that's how it would work. It would probably work in overtime. At that moment, I would put on my gas mask if you knew that was happening, or if you saw smoke coming in. Turn that filter on, high if you got to, and put a mask on until the air is cleared. And so there's some info. Satellite phones, yes, but you still have the same problem. Satellite phones run on electricity. Yes, they are great if you're in the middle of nowhere, but you still have range of the open sky. Those are great. If a nuclear bomb exploding on the Earth is not going to affect any satellites, it will affect the ability to control it. If control centers are near that blast, then they're just going to be kind of like rogue satellites up there. And so if they get out of sync, then your signal isn't going to work. In the book of Revelations, it talks about stars falling from heaven. I believe either it's meteor, asteroid field we go through or something, or it's satellites falling from space. Who knows? But we will see. Let me move on. Satellite phone. EMP will kill everything electric. Don't give it energy. Even thinking about it, it gives power. Well, we have to talk about this. People need to be aware of this. Just hoping and praying it goes away because not thinking about it, it's not going to stop it. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of it. Like I was mentioning about meditation and all that earlier. Yes, that would be wonderful if we could all kumbaya our way out of this. But there's so many evil people on this planet that want this to happen. They're not going to do the yoga. They're not going to do the meditation. They're not going to care. And they're going to have the money and the power with their finger on the button. So, unfortunately, like I said, it's something's going to happen. They are not going to put all this time and effort and putting all the chess pieces in place for nothing. They have a goal, and it's been in the works for decades. It hasn't been like last year, like, hey, let's do this year. No. That's the Bilderberg meeting. That's just, a bunch of different thing. The true masterpiece of what their plans are has been in the works for decades. Anagram says, I definitely want to get a ham radio, as you should. Atlas survival bunkers have multiple air filtration systems. Yes, they do. That's what I was mentioning earlier. Yes, Atlas does. I almost put you in timeout. I'm so sorry. Get freeze-dried long-term foods. Yes. And maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do a show, or, I show you the kind of things that I got. Not everything, but some of the things, give you some ideas. They want us dumb, sick, and obedient. They're literally erasing history and where we came from. Anagram, on point. True, 100%. They do. They want us dumbed down. They want to make us sick and obedient by feeding us junk. I mean, God, I go in the grocery store or gas stations or whatever, and it's just nothing is truly healthy. Even fresh fruits and organic stuff, it's still got stuff on it. It's still got bugs on it. I mean, it's just, oh man. Yeah, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know a lot of those things. Seen some scary videos. Get seeds, lots of seeds. Yes, lots of seeds. Non-GMO and heirloom seeds. You definitely want to get those. Power of darkness have always been here. Difference now is that it's been revealed to the masses. Yes, which has created, you have to understand, evil, unless you're aware of it. If you're aware of it, you realize it's some scary, bad shit. But if you're not really aware of it and you just think it's just Hollywood and music and rock and roll, you're going to be susceptible to it. And because you're going to, it's going to, the dark side, evil, it will sell you on stuff. It will tell you, dude, this, you're gonna like doing this. Do this, it gives you the power to do wrong and not feel guilty about it. And the more and more people that do it, that see it on movies and TV and film and in music and say, oh, it's good to be bad, um, that's why in the final chapter of the Bible, it talks about how there won't be a lot of us left because most of us will be killed off. Talk about Christians, will be killed off or ridiculed, or we will be called terrorists. And that perception was portrayed in movies and Christian films back in the 80s and 90s. They were telling us this was happening. So, but yeah, power of darkness has always been here, but it has come out of the closet since 2012. Full regalia. Hello, here I am. That's how it is. Have a can opener like a P-38. Yes. That is a good. What is a P-38? It's a can opener. It's a military can opener. It looks like a weird little hook thing, but it's badass and it works. Art Bell asked his audience to go out and look up and ask for rain for California 2-year drought. They got severe flooding. Said he would never do that again. I thought, imagine a truly free world. Yes, and I remember that. I used to follow Art Bell from when he very first started. And he is the inspiration of why I do what I do. Art Bell was the one that got me to decide I wanted to get into radio. I wanted to be a truth searcher. I wanted to do what I'm doing now. And it all is thanks to Art Bell. He was the true inspiration. I have high regard for the man, and I'm so sorry that he's not with us anymore. Major scare event necessary. Captain Fappin. Welcome aboard, Captain Fappin. Yes, it is going to be a major scare event. And what sucks is there's going to be the people that are going to be scared of it. They're not going to see, like, if Project Bluebeam ever happens, a lot of people are going to think it's the real deal. And then people like us are going to go, oh, well, those are holograms and whatnot. But yeah. You'll need water filtration. Keep a Sawyer Mini in the big out bag. Yes, water filtration is very, very important. Water tabs. And also, if you can get survival straws. Now, these things are amazing. They're not going to be good for nuclear radiation and water or anything like that. But any kind of just regular water that looks a little dirty and stuff, you can drink through the straw and it purifies it. And you're just getting pure water. They're awesome. Everybody should have one in their bag. Let's see. Spaceman equipment that runs on a valve technology like in the past electronics. Yeah. Anything that's like something before 1975 or 65 or whatever it was. The old vacuum tube stuff. That will most likely work. I hope. I don't know. I've never been through a nuclear war, so I'm kind of just praying on all this stuff. Let's see. Alien Bump's finally here. Welcome aboard. Sorry I'm late. Rough day. I totally get it. I've been up I've been working since 7 a.m. this morning, and I know that's a normal thing for a lot of you, but for me, no, because I'm a night guy. But I had the Future Farmers of America show up on my door this morning, and they helped. I donated all the rock where all my grass is now. They used to be rock, and so now they're using it for a farm project. So I've been going all day. Let's see. Audrey says microwave ovens are perfect Faraday cages. Yes, just don't turn it on. But you are absolutely 100% correct, Audrey. If I want to worry, like I said, I want to worry about your cell phone. Unless you are, most people want to save their cell phone because of pictures and videos. I totally get that. And yes, if you don't have a Faraday bag or a Faraday cage, you can throw your cell phones in the microwave. Just do not turn it on. That's the trick. Don't turn it on because it's like a habit. You turn it on. Don't do that. And then after the event, open it up and you can at least have your phone. Don't expect to get cell communication. Just consider it a digital phone photo album. The survivors in Japan, when it got nuked, were working in sewers and missed the shockwave and survived. Yes, Spaceman, I was mentioning that earlier. If this scenario was to happen and I was visiting New York or something, I would look for the first manhole cover and I would get under there as fast as possible and hope to God it wasn't welded closed. But one way or another, yes, down it's gonna suck, it's gonna smell, there's gonna be bugs, spiders, rats, whatever, but you will live. You will live. People did it in Hawaii, like I said, when they had the missile alert thing and everybody panicked. I mean, with good reason. So yes, definitely tunnels. Microwaves can be, but you have to test it. Put your phone inside and call it. If it rings, it's not good enough. Good point, Paul. Yeah, that's a good point. Could this be the storm Trump referred to? It could be. It could be. I'm hoping the storm is when they sweep everybody up. When they just totally completely drain the swamp. That's what I'm hoping the storm is. But who knows? There's not until the future when we read the history books will we know, depending on who wrote the history books, of course. Hi from Texas, Ronald Kimberlin. Hello from my home state of Texas. Yes, I'm from North Texas. That's where I hail from. I am a refugee. Anagram Elon Musk question mark. Man, I don't know how far back in the conversation that was. Skylar's here. Doc, what's up, Captain? I'm just hanging out, Skylar. Good to have you aboard. We've been talking about the scenario of what if something was to happen with a nuclear explosion. What would we do? What would we not do? And we went over the PSA that they played in New York less than a month ago. So that's what we've been talking about. Fun, joyful stuff. The LDS Church store sells 6-can groupings of storable long-term food for reasonable price. Yes. If you're part of a church, you talk to them about it. They should have something that they do that prepares for their parish, that helps store for their parish. Lots of churches should be doing that. So, Skylar, pal, you do. Wow, Skylar. God bless you. Thank you so much. I think I might actually have to check my YouTube and see if I'm close to the 200 mark when they can finally release my money. We might be there. We might be close. And I will let everybody know because I know some of you have been given stickers and I don't see it, but yes, I will let you know. Renee Moss, hello, welcome aboard. Says it is people like you who think that we don't energetically make a difference that could be your undoing. Now, look, I didn't say it doesn't work. I'm just saying the powers that be, they've got to go to hold on. Look, if it would fully work, Renee, okay, if it would work, then why hasn't it been done? Why are we dealing with all that we're dealing with? Why are we dealing with COVID? Why are we dealing with war? Why are we dealing with nuclear threats? Why are we dealing with all this? If it works on a grand scale and you can get all these people to do it, then why hasn't it been done yet? I'm not saying it won't work. I'm saying trying to get enough people to do it, I don't see it happening. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm being realistic because so many people are all about themselves. They don't have time. They don't care. We've become a very cynical world just in the past couple years. So threatening my undoing, basically, is what you were saying here. See, that's not going to do anything. It's not. And, I'm not here to upset anybody or you, Renee, but that is my opinion. It is my show. And I can say whatever the fuck I want, really. And I'm not trying to say it to be snarky at you, but that's the fact. It's my show. So I can say whatever I want. And saying because this was kind of this was a minor attack comment in my opinion, but that's okay. You're allowed to have your opinion. And, I'll put it up here. So, yeah, don't point at me like I am downplaying, that it doesn't work. Because I never said that. I do believe it works. Like I said, I was listening to the show and Art Bell did it with the rain. And the mass prayers. Things can happen, but we're too far into the game. You can make a dent. You could make a dent. But if you guys could all meditate around the world and stop this, then why the hell haven't you done it already? So that's why it tells me it is going to happen, because not enough people have the balls to stand up and do what you're talking about doing. That's all I'm saying. So just my opinion. Nothing against you or anybody that believes in meditation or spirituality and crystals and vortex. I have never been against anybody that believes in those things. It just isn't. It isn't my thing, and I just don't feel comfortable with any of it. But it works for other people, so I'm happy for them, and I'm glad it works. Now, if you all want to meditate and do that, more power to you. Bless you. Thank you for putting that effort in. But I think if it was ever to truly happen, it would have already happened. That's my thoughts on that. So I hope you're not angry with me, but that's just what I think. And here's your next comment. It has been scientifically proven that it works. See, I never said it didn't work. I said if it was going to work, it would have already happened. You guys have already. Why haven't you guys done it already? Why are you guys waiting around? I mean, you don't need me to do it. If you guys can do it, then why haven't you done it already? See, now I'm getting mad because I'm being accused that I say it doesn't work. But I'm saying it can work, but it takes numbers. That's not my fault. So, I got my heart racing a little bit because now I'm angry at you guys for not stepping up and doing your shit. Do it now. Make it happen. Stop everything. Stop war. Stop famine. Stop violence. Stop child abuse. Stop human trafficking. Do it. If it's so powerful that it can stop everything, do it. That's all I'm going to say on that. NBC Mask Suitor not be around for the aftermath. Well, that's a choice, Stillman. That's a choice. If I get to the point, I mean, if you would sooner not be around and help society grow, then that's your choice. That's okay. I mean, I'm sad that that's how you feel, but that's your choice. That's okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you again, Skylar. Appreciate you. Mini bottles of booze are great for bartering. Yes. Got my heart racing. I don't like being accused of stuff that I'm not doing. Lighters? Yes, lighters are good. Extra socks and good boots? Yes. Cambria Quinn is here. What is the logo on your hat? This is Defy Gravity. It's the or let me I'll pull it up for you. It's so cool. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Come on now. Here we go. Here is the logo on my hat. See, it's on his helmet. This is the guy that he flies around. He's out of California. And I want to do this so bad. Look at this. Oh my God. I want to do that. So they have a school and you can go there and it's not cheap, but you get to fly and you get to learn how to do all this stuff. So that's on my bucket list. That's on my bucket list. I do want to do that. So that is what the logo on my hat is for. It's for this company right here. I'm waiting on a new Space Force hat from Australia. And I think it's being delayed on probably a ship or something. So I don't have that as of yet, but once I do, I will be wearing that. Have you heard anything about the Denver airport and how it's a huge underground post-apocalyptic bunker city? Oh, yes, I've been there. Not in the underground city, but I've been to Denver airport. I've seen the paintings. I've seen the statues of the gargoyles, the Masonic plaque thing in the floor. Yeah, I went and I specifically made sure I had a layover so I could spend some time walking around and seeing all that. And it was right before they started painting over, the big painting. It shows the children and the big soldier with a sword and everything. There was one that showed towers falling, and they were painting over that, like that part of the story is done, kind of thing. Is weird. So yes, and Obama, when I was living in Colorado at the time, there was a asteroid that was coming by us, or comet, and it was really big, and they were worried it might hit us. So they had Obama and all of his people in the underground bunker at Denver airport, because I remember people in Denver were wanting to protest him being there and all that. So yes, I am familiar with the Denver airport. Let's see. Ladies, yes, you need your safety stuff. Also, ladies, lady supplies. Stock up on that too. That's important. Don't forget about that. Isn't the bathroom buddy from the Gremlins? Did I say bathroom? I meant bathtub buddy. Did I say bathroom all that time? Dude, I'm a dummy. No, bathtub buddy. Bathroom buddy was from Gremlins. Yes. The little, yes, I mean the toothpaste and the toothbrush. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Let's see. Solar generator. Yep. Kitsy's she's got her whole list here. Anagram says, but I was saying, don't you think Elon Musk is the one richest man on earth? Showed up on the scene all of a sudden, spaceman. His kids have angelic names. He has huge influence. He wants to take people into the sky. Anagram, those are all really good points. And he is, the richest man right now, but he's the richest man that the public is aware of. There are people with a lot, probably more money that we just don't know about. They want it that way. That don't make the Forbes 500, that kind of thing. So some people say, I don't know. I'm actually trying to work on possibly meeting with him and about something. And if we can work some things, I might, I don't know. I'd have to have a couple days hanging out with him over a period of time. Pizza here, beer there, whatever. I mean, I would drink beer with him if he asked. And he does have a huge influence. I just hope he's an alien. I hope he's not like the Antichrist or something. That would suck. But I think this person is going to be of bloodline, political power, royal family, something to that effect. I mean, Prince Charles basically introduced him without specifically saying who it was at the COP26 meeting a few months back. So I don't know about that. I don't think the alien interview videos are on YouTube any longer. That has been suppressed. Wonder why? Well, it might be the truth. It might be the truth. Let's see. What's crap. Damn it. Hold on. Hey, Earl. I'm live on the air right now. Can I call you back? No, I know. I'm just running a little late on my show. I'll call you right back. Okay. All right. Thanks. Love you too. Bye. All right. I have to wrap this up here. I'm already over. Let's see. Doc, let's start our own commune in the mountains. We can repopulate the planet, or at least have fun trying. Let's go. Let's have a big party, everybody. Let's just when we populate here on the White Mountains. Love it. Okay. Kitsy Witsy, I'm gonna hold off. You got so much here. All right. Let's see. Over 3,000 dumbs. Yeah, 3,000 dumbs. Oops, where'd it go? I had it. There it goes. Over 3,000 dumbs worldwide. Those are deep underground, back to the underground tunnel systems, maglev train systems, and other things. Let's see. What? Yes, I've been to the underground bathroom at the Denver airport. The urinals were literally 3 feet high. Urinal, like a wall urinal, right? So 3 feet high. I think that's for like a kid or an alien. I don't know. Crazy. Let's see here. User, get that person out of here. Get rid of that. Oh. There. Where's my moderators? Well, it doesn't matter. We're wrapping it up. All right. So anyway, there are some tips on what to do. And the fact that this PSA came out a month ago and now we've got this going on with possible nuclear. I mean, it's be alert, stay vigilant, stay alive. That's all I got to say on that. Anyway, I think we're good. I may have lost one or two people tonight. But, look, I'm not going to form fit my beliefs around everybody else. I'm sorry. I am who I am. And you're allowed to not like me. You're allowed to disagree with me. You're allowed to be mad at me or whatever. That's okay. That's just humanity. And I think we forgot about that. We have to slap labels on everything and label everybody. But enough of that. Okay. Thank you, Audrey. Appreciate it. I see your message. Thank you very much, Anagram. Appreciate it. Okay. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap it up, and then I got to make a phone call. And by the way, what I talked about last night, really good chance it's going to be happening a lot sooner than later. So woo-hoo, be excited about that. Okay, cool. That's it. I was checking messages. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Thank you so much for the fast chats or the super sticker tonight. Appreciate you. What else? Yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel, right here. And remember, as long as we all lift each other up, we will all rise together. I'm Captain Doc Skinner, and this right here on the Starship Pariah, and this is the Dog Force. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Where's the button that I hit? Oh, wait. And I forgot to do this last night. Hats off, everybody.